House Republicans began investigating Minnesota Governor Tim Walz's connections to China. They turned their attention to him after he became Vice President Kamala Harris's running mate in the 2024 Democratic ticket. House Oversight and Accountability Committee Chairman Rep. James Comer requested documents and information from the FBI concerning Walz's interactions with Chinese entities. Comer highlighted Walz's multiple trips to China, involvement with Chinese institutions, and allegations of a close relationship with the Chinese Communist Party, CCP. Tim Walz's relationship with China dates back to 1989, when he first visited the country through a Teach Abroad program. Over the years, he organized educational trips to China and visited the country more than 30 times. This history, however, is being used by Republicans to question his loyalty and capability to handle U.S.-China relations effectively. During his time in Congress, Walz was known for criticizing China's human rights record and supporting pro-democracy movements, including meetings with the Dalai Lama and Hong Kong activist Joshua Wong. Despite these criticisms, Walz and his representatives have countered Republican claims, arguing that his history demonstrates a commitment to standing up to the Chinese government rather than being influenced by it. They assert that his involvement with China has always aimed to promote human rights and American interests. Walz's spokesperson, Teddy Chan, emphasized that Walz, along with Harris, would defend American values and interests against China's threats. The investigation into Walz comes at a time when House Republicans are trying to refocus their scrutiny after a lengthy and ultimately inconclusive investigation into President Joe Biden and his family members' business dealings. This new pivot to examine Walz and his relationship with China is seen by some as a political maneuver aimed at weakening the Democratic ticket ahead of the 2024 presidential election. Critics have called the investigation a political stunt aimed at aiding former President Donald Trump's return to office. Interestingly, despite these controversies, it's noted that Walz's first-hand experience with China could offer valuable insights into U.S.-China relations. Some analysts suggest that Walz's knowledge of China's internal issues could lend credibility to U.S. criticisms of the CCP while maintaining moral clarity about the Chinese government. However, the broader implication of this investigation suggests that any connection to China by U.S. politicians is now viewed with intense scrutiny and suspicion. The Republican efforts to question Walz's affiliations with China come at a time when the U.S.-China relationship is notably strained. This adds a layer of complexity to the political environment, with Republicans and Democrats clashing over how best to handle relations with Beijing. In conclusion, as the 2024 election nears, House Republicans' investigation into Tim Walz's connections to China showcases the heightened tension and political maneuvering dominating the current political landscape. While Walz's history with China is under scrutiny, his supporters continue to emphasize his long-standing criticism of the CCP and commitment to American values.